All right, hello, everybody. Welcome. How are we doing today? How's it going? How is it going? How are we doing? Weep wop. Hello. Welcome. Here we are. Here we are in my garage. And you want to know what I like more than the statue of a beautiful woman? The fact that the statue has armpits. Okay. So anyways... How's it going? I think we just did the underground. Yeah, I think we just did the underground. I don't know how much. I don't know how much I want to like translate that to the video. Because there was a thing that I wanted to say. It was I don't know how popular the videos are. But B, the thing that stresses me out a little bit is that, like, Twitch VODs only keep for 7 days. And that stresses me out when I have to edit clips. It does stress me out a little bit because the way that I get the source quality VODs is by downloading them off of Twitch, which is actually why I still multi-stream to Twitch, despite the fact that, like, no one watches there. Part of the reason is because they keep the VODs at a higher quality. If I try to download the VODs off of YouTube, they only give it to you in 720, which is really annoying, by the way. Kind of sucks. So we are instead... I don't know. I'll probably, like, continue with it a little bit. But the thing is, we've done a lot of, like... We've done a lot of what's kind of interesting or, like... I don't know. Maybe we just need to find another, like, good level to play or something like that, but I felt like Nocturne was pretty linear for the most part. Yeah, I guess the ball ambush was kind of interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know. A tier opening, A standing for armpits. That is correct. A for anime girl. A for armpits. A for... Excuse me, what are you talking about? Yeah, I think the shorts do decently well. I think people like the shorts because it's like the most interesting part of probably whatever the 5-minute video was. I feel like the 5-minute videos do not do well. So I'm a little unsure. Because I think the people who want that experience, like, come to the stream, then they're gonna get most of everything. Whereas when I'm laughing about a carpet on the ground, that only takes like 15 seconds. So I don't know where I'm landing on that, but I just wanted to at least say something about it because I'm not super sure. Not super sure. Would give me time to do something else, you know. Okay. But that being said, we're continuing our cinematic run of Elden Ring, where we look at the ground and we see that there are differences in the ground because I think that that's really cool. And also, I like inflicting people with psychic damage that they can never unsee. Did you know that perhaps this doorway is lit by one single torch? Why is it one torch? I don't know. Ask the level designer. We're gonna go to somewhere. I don't know where we're going. We were just doing Nocturne. We did the thing. We could go talk to Ronnie. We could get her dagger to her. We could give her the dagger. I would want nothing more than to give Ronnie my dagger. Which I am gonna say is a dagger and not a long sword. It's certainly not a lance. I would love to call it a flagpole, but that's gonna... I don't want to lie to my significant other, unfortunately. Okay. Ronnie! I'm coming to you right now. There's a quest that locks out if you talk to Ronnie. It's Celivus. He's like over here, right? Is this guy? Should we go do it? Ah. Ah. Yeah, so we have the entire plateau still to get to. The plateau and... Probably for the best, it's not really a quest you want to do. Really? What is it? What does it do? Hello.
Well, did you not realize I was merely being polite? Oh, you provincials never cease to amaze.
I'm going to suplex you.
I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do.
I will suplex
I'd
you.
like you to find a woman called Nepheli to administer a potion. Even you can do that much, can't you?
Wait, isn't Nepheli the person?
Good.
The guy that...
Now I shall hand over the potion in question.
From the first boss from Stormvale?
Find Nepheli and ensure she drinks it. I expect glad tidings, and soon.
Celivis's entire deal is he wants to turn people into flesh puppets that you can use as spirit summons. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to do this quest. So I'm going to force Celivis's mouth open and feed him his own potion. And then have him be a flesh puppet that can stand in the corner while I rail Ranny over a bed. I mean, what? Did I say that out loud? My bad, my bad. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna do that. Every hotel has a chair, man. You can do this quest without puppeting anyone. The ultimate reward is a magic increase talisman, which isn't useless. Wait, why do I want a magic increase talisman? But it's kind of long and doesn't really matter. Okay. Ronnie, my beloved! My beloved! I'm here to give you my dagger! Here to give you my dagger, Ronnie! My dagger! Please. Please. Yeah, by magic, you're not saying, like, faith, right? Because we're a faith caster. Several incantations do pure magic damage, but it's hardly necessary. Oh, wait. By magic damage, do you mean, like, does Catch Flame do magic damage? How does that work? How does that work? It's like, I kind of don't want to do it. Magic is the blue element. Meh, whatever. Just joined and Fleur already wants to give Ronnie their dagger. Same, bro. That's so true. So true, bestie. You can, well, you can't, but give the potion to Dung Eater to turn him into a puppet. That is very funny. Yeah, I cannot. You are correct in that assessment. I am really sad I can't turn Celivis into a cuck. That'd be pretty funny. God, why can't I? Oh, it's supposed to be me! It's supposed to be me! Me! I want it to be me! Wait, hold on a second. Wait a second. Hold. Pause. Bliss. Simply bliss. Hey.
It was thee, not blithe it seemeth.
I'm going to continue.
Even in my slumber I sensed
Yep.
it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My
Yeah, I have it.
Finally, all the pieces
I got
are in
it.
place.
I got it, Ranny.
Soon
Yep.
must I begin my journey.
It's in my
The
inventory.
dark path only I may tread.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright.
But before I leave, I
What are you
shall
trusting me
trust thee
with?
this.
Huh? Oh. Cool, thank you.
My thanks for thy sterling efforts. A
Is it cool if I
strange
just,
gift,
like,
perhaps,
stay here for a while?
but a rare sort
Can I just,
such
like...
as thee would welcome it, I'm
Can I...
sure. I am certain
Well, can I
now.
just...
Fate steered us to our reunion.
Yeah?
I must thank Torrent, too, for his part. You
Okay.
may leave now. It was but brief.
But I don't want to leave.
But thou
I don't
gavest
want to
me fine
leave.
service.
I do I bother watching? Why? What's the problem? What? What? The jokes aren't funny? What were you expecting?
What is it? You may go.
I love this blue woman.
I too am to depart on a journey upon the dark path.
Alright. See ya. Where do we use this inverted statue? I think there's a couple of places. Are you telling me you don't like blue woman? What's the problem with blue... with liking blue woman? What's his issue? What's his problem? Can we go? I don't know what I'm doing. What do I want to do? I guess we haven't done the Elden Ring or whatever the heck here yet. We haven't done this one. Oh, we also haven't done this one yet. This one. This is the one that I was thinking about. So, we weren't able to get this one done previously. Because it was a little terrifying, you know, it looked a little precarious. Which I do want to say that, you know, awfully nice of them to leave a grace there. So that we could come back here. They didn't have to. I guess, like, they do one for here as well. I mean, it's pretty close. I guess this one would actually be closer. Whoa! Hey, buddy. Hiya! Should I be, like, pyroblasting this guy? Oh, they've got flamey breath. Perhaps the fireball is better? Oh, the hole is unfortunate. What? Is there another person? Is there a third person? Oh, am I getting helped? Or is that person helping me? Or are they supposed to be hurting me? Oh my god. Wow, I shot literally right between its legs. That's crazy. That was like a trick shot. Okay. Well, that took all of my MP. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we're not, it's not great. Oh. Why didn't you just tell me? Why didn't you just tell me that? resting at the feet was better. I guess I can get on my horse. No, I cannot get on my horse. Very cool. We're just gonna run at this guy. Wait, what the? Why is he so inaccurate? They give us some pillars, which is nice. We get some cover. Sweet. See, that felt cool. Hey, there's no way you can hit right here, right? Oh my god, they actually did. Nice. The arrow golems are very stupid and will shoot at you no matter what is in the way. Yeah, I mean, like, probably intentionally, right? Like, these things were probably, like, meant to be cover for that encounter specifically. I think they gave us cover against the first one as well, right? At the castle. Oh, I meant that they shoot their allies. Yeah, okay. That's what I was a little confused about that. Of, like, why they were getting shot, why that mattered. Which is interesting. I do kind of wonder if they did that on purpose. Like, they both intended it to be, like, they knew that they could friendly fire each other. So it's like, knowing that they can friendly fire each other, did they go, heck yeah, put the archer golem there because, like, maybe it'll help them? Or were they just like, yeah, I mean, an archer and 2 melee people makes sense. You know what I mean? Because what the inference is always like, or extrapolation, not inference. The extrapolation is that let's assume for a second that their enemy placement was like masterful in nature and that they did it on purpose. What that kind of means is like, oh, what can I think about that uses that principle in an interesting way? And then you go, okay, well, X melee combatants and ranged combatant is like a pretty standard thing, right? Because the melee combatants guard the ranged combatant, and then, like, you kind of have to choose whether you want to break through the melee combatants and then get to the ranged combatant, or, like, how reasonable that is. Maybe you can counter the ranged person because you're a ranged person, and then, like, there's that back and forth. But you can, like, it's kind of like a twist, right? So if you wanted to make an encounter where you're like, no, I'm gonna have, two fast dagger guys, and then one person who's throwing fire bombs. And the thing is that, like, I know that that firebomb can actually wipe out maybe one of the dagger people. So if you just walk up to the encounter, you have a shield out and you can block, and then the last person, like, firebombs them, like, maybe you'll take some chip damage, but it's, like, kind of this funny effect because maybe you're in, like, you know, the slums or some kind of, like, undercity kind of deal. And these are just, like, some ragtag thieves, and then they literally blow each other up because they're stupid. Like, that's kind of funny, right? Definitely intentional. Most enemies can't friendly fire, so they could have easily made the archer not hit their allies. Yeah. The thing that I'm thinking, though, is that, like, they could have still intended, like, when they built the encounter that, no, we want this archer to be a problem for the player, whereas, like, in that scenario, when I was backing up, it almost felt like it was never going to be a problem, but maybe someone who's more offensively slanted is either going to rush the archer, or, like, because they're at their feet, like, they're getting hit in the back kind of thing. Like, I don't know. It'd be hard for the archer to not hit his body, so it seems intentional. Most archers don't have friendly fire as well on their buddies. Yeah. Because it was kind of cool. I saw the giant arrow hit. I was like, oh, that got me a knockover. Sweet, and now I can do this thing. I don't remember what these are for. I'm going to be honest with you. But there's 2 fingers. Godric's Great Rune. Great Rune restored. Did that do anything? I don't even remember what these are for. I guess we have it now. Is there anything else we could do? The arrows also deal massive poise damage and knock the others down, and I can promise you, you don't need to have that much poise damage to knock down the player. Yeah, that's fair. There is something interesting to be said about, like, okay, well, what if they're, like, they're just following the rules, if that makes sense? Like, they're just using the stats of the great arrows, and, like, you know, theoretically, you want the great arrows to work on, like, giants and stuff. Like, it is still statted for the player, but it's kind of interesting how it worked out, right? And, like, that's another point that you can, like, think about instead of, you know, it doesn't have to be one way or the other. But if you go, oh, well, what if... So if their line of reasoning was, oh, it's kind of interesting that the great arrows have, like, a lot of poise damage, which, like, theoretically that the player wouldn't really use all the time. But what I can do is I can have this friendly fire encounter, and, like, actually this sort of works out for these things, and, like, that's kind of a funny and cool effect, right? Similarly, like, for another statted item, like, let's say... I was gonna say Lightning Spear, but not really. I guess, like, Frenzy sort of works in that same category, where it's like, why are you putting Frenzy on something except to be annoying? Because it only really works on PCs. Yeah, so it's like, you can draw inspiration from the effects you've already statted for the player, and you're like, well, players want to use great arrows because they're cool, right? Like, a great bow is cool. And then you go like, okay, what encounter could make that interesting? So it's like, any of these frames of reference or, like, ways of getting to the conclusion, it's not about, like, the conclusion itself, right? Like, certainly it's a cool encounter. But how they got there, like, what degree of intentionality, how could they have come to that conclusion if they thought about it from these different ways? And I think all of them kind of, like, make sense. It's not surprising to me that, like, you know, they would have done that, like, purely intentionally, and they had to, like, wait, hold on a second, like, these guys need to friendly fire each other and like, stuff like that, right? Like, someone had to flip the switch on that to actually make it so that the great arrows hit the things. That's very likely, because, as you're saying, none of the other ones friendly fire each other. But I was just thinking, oh, you know, there's a lot of different ways you could come to that conclusion, and then still, like, that means that if you apply that to anything else, then you can also come to that conclusion in a different encounter and make something interesting. So, that being said, I don't think I've been here. I don't know what that is, so I kind of want to go to it. I know what it is, but it's a thing on the map that I can kind of recognize, so I'm going to go to it. I'm actually so glad we're using the banner. It's so cool. I guess the thing I'm not glad about, okay. We've got another idiot. The thing that I'm not super glad about is the fact that I don't have a shield. So trying to, like, hit with this thing is obnoxious sometimes. Wait, what did it hit? Yeah, look at all this damage we're doing. Oh, goodness. Gotcha. You said I can, like, visceral their face, right? Or, like, their chest. Which I would do if I could have gotten over there. Ugh! I can visceral their tummy? Sweet. Man, I love this weapon. I know it's like a generic enemy and a generic encounter, and it's beaten with like a pretty generic way anyways. Like, it's just a halberd, it's not that big of a deal, but, like, it's cool to me, okay? It's cool to me. Yeah, where are we going? Where is this? It's kind of cool. Light shaft is very cool. If it was, you know, rendering any better than the fucking... You can see that too, right? Or is that just the anti-aliasing on my screen? Like, very rectangular. Okay, so this is the start of a level. We have the elevator. Our opening points us to 2 torches, worth noting. So it's not just the one in the immediate distance. There's also the one over there, which gives us a direction to look in. So I think, legitimately, if you covered that torch, perhaps the torch and the pillar, it's not immediately obvious. Actually, no, I think the ambient lighting as well sort of splits the screen, if you think about it that way. It's orange on the right and kind of blue on the left. So I think that that's a visual split. So let's do this. So we'll sit. There's a shaft of light. I mean, the path also brings you there, but it's like, okay, shaft of light points that way. There's enemies, I'm assuming, on the wall. Are those ants? I hate ants. I really don't like it. Slight derailment for a second. I don't know. You know what? They do have big asses. That is correct. Slight derailment for a second. In one of my TTRPGs, one of the first ones that I participated in, our GM thought it would be fun to send us into a giant anthill where there were giant ants, and there were giant ants everywhere that shot acid at us. It was really not fun. Primarily for my flying character who had angel wings. Wow, big surprise. Flaris made a character that had wings. Crazy. So she went up. She went up. The meme is now do not go up. Never go up in an RPG ran by that DM. And the reason is because if you go up, you get shot at by like 6 ants all at the same time. Like, first round of initiative, it was like 6 ants, and they were like acid shot, acid shot, acid shot, get critical. And I almost died immediately. It was terrible. Don't think I like these guys. Okay, locking back in for a second, we can see the enemies clearly from the start, and also it is, like, not telegraphed, but it's pointed to by the light in the ceiling. I also really like how they're so consistent with this, man, and I'm going to point it out every time just to show you how damn consistent they are with their lighting. They're really, really good at this. The cave entrance is dark, and the wall around it is lit. So they're really good at going between, like, well-lit, not well-lit, and particularly around entrances that you need to find. Very important. Same thing over here. The distant fog illuminates the tunnel while the actual outside wall is dark. So it's just so consistent, man. They literally don't miss. Yeah, look at that. The water in the background is like light. It's like very light. So you can see the back wall. Let's see if we get attacked by ants here. I really dislike that. And we get a magic grease. Can we continue? We cannot, and that is okay. We will approach the ants, even though I desperately do not want to approach the ants. Alright, show me lightning spear. Yeah, wow. And the reason, okay, that's interesting. If you look at this sightline, the reason why that opening looks good is because it's dark, right? But that's because it's from this sightline. If you actually go on the linear to it, you can instead see the darkness of the cavern and also into the cave itself. So that's really cool. That's awesome. It's like kind of a diagonal sightline to the back wall, and then it reveals itself when you go around the corner. So that's really good. I'm going to go ahead and assume that these guys do not have my best interests in mind, and we're going to lightning spear them. Let me lock on. Let me lock on, please. Fat, juicy butts. Okay. The reason why you should not go up is Demon Slayer video game ad. That's hilarious. Sorry, so are you saying that you got an ad so you didn't hear why I shouldn't go up? The reason you shouldn't go up is because you will get attacked by acid damage for 7 billion damage. The only experience I have with bug enemies is Borderlands 2. So much fucking acid damage. Yeah, for real. Okay, this feels like a bait. I'm now really on guard for ants. Yeah, that is an ant. That's really cool. Oh, you can see it in the distance? That's terrifying, dude. That's awesome. Also, it's illuminated by the lamp. I really don't like it here. Yeah, that's right. I saw you. I saw you in advance. No sneak attack on me, motherfucker. Okay. Sorry, excuse my French. Back shots. I've never been more glad to have a range attack in my entire life. Yeah, I'm a little antiphobic. Yeah, we do a little bit of exploring. It's a bait. Yeah, low illumination. Very important where you put the items. Okay. Oh. Screw you. I heard you. God, that's the worst, man. I really don't like it here, dude. It's giving me the crawlies. Okay. So that's actually really interesting. It was an audio cue for the ambush. And they gave you a lot of time to turn around. So if you went all the way down here, there's the audio cue, you turn around, and then there's the ant. It's kind of cool. It's a neat ambush. So now we go to the other path. Yeah, and it's really simple, too. Like, this is what I really like about these levels, is that I think there's a temptation to do very circuitous, very branching, like open world style level design where like there's just shit everywhere. We're clearly in a level right now. What was this realistically? Like, let's think about this. Okay. You start, there's a fork. There's 2 paths. One of the paths is guarded. So maybe you don't go to the guarded path. Maybe you don't even see the optional path. Okay, we dealt with the guards. That's 1 encounter. There's a reward. Now we're sort of on guard for ants. Maybe we're not yet, so we get ambushed here. This is like room 3. There's like the entrance. There's the reward room. This is an ambush, so that's room 3. Room 4 has the ant that's patrolling between these 2 forks. So that's like an encounter. Room 5 is this hallway here that has the ambush at the end and the collectible. And then room 6 is probably down this other hallway. Like, it's just linear hallways and a fork, right? But I feel like the effect is like, dude, could you imagine you get ambushed here? I would, like, be shitting myself, man. Like, that's... I would have learned my lesson if I wasn't so cautious. I would have been like, oh, get ambushed by an ant here. Okay, there's ants everywhere. I'm now terrified. Like, they're very, very simple rooms. They're not, like, overly big, right? But it's, like, the effect and the timing of each of the rooms. Like, seeing this guy in the distance, presumably this light should have been lit. It might be my draw distance, which is why it wasn't lit. But, like, they're very simple rooms. They're not, like, complicated. They're not difficult to navigate. This is just a big room. And it has an ambush in it. And I'm hoping I don't get double-teamed. Oh, God. Like, it's just a room with an ambush in it. Simple room. Very, very simple room. Effective. Because as soon as that first one came down, I was immediately like, is there one behind me? Right? Like, that's what the dungeon has taught me so far, is like, I should be concerned for ambushes of giant ants, which is frankly like what Dark Souls teaches you in general, but like you're prime at this moment to be like, okay, where, like I'm looking for the next ambush because I'm shitting myself because there are giant ants. Very simple room. And that's what's so awesome about them. And then this is a bit of a more like fancy room. It's got a little bit more going to it. I'm still looking for ants. We have some storytelling because of all of the skeletons on the ground. So we know that this is like their den. I'm a little concerned about getting ambushed here. Anything? Nothing? Yeah, very cool. I want to look at the entrance here. Maybe the Bug's treasure room? Yeah, for sure. So, really like this. So there's a couple things about this that I like. You can see the lantern there by the coffin. So that sets the mid-ground, which I think is really important. I think this room would probably be less readable if that was covered. Genuinely curious if I painted over that, if it would look... like, if it would be harder to separate the mid-ground. You can see the background because it's illuminated. Once again, the far wall is dark, but the entrance is a little light because of that. They put a lantern there, right? Consistent visual language because they're using it right there. But also that, like, they're switching back and forth between, like, well-lit, not well-lit to make sure you can, like, see that entrance. Genuinely think that if that was not lit, there would be a risk of people interpreting it as a back wall. And that's a concern. So, like, you could see a player getting here, finding the treasure, like, over here, and then being like, oh, that was a back wall, I didn't see it, and then backing off. So we're gonna, like, go over here. These are coffins, so it seems the ants ate corpses or something. That's kind of fucked up. Can't believe these guys are 4-mana 0/1s. Are they actually? Is that what Giant Ant is in MTG? Because that's hilarious. The other thing that I like about this is that you can see these, right? Like this, these coffins here, how they're lining, they're kind of lining this thing, right? Now, these are presumably decorations and also storytelling, but if you want to think about it this way, they're sort of scattered, but maybe they could have been against the wall, or maybe they could have been over there. What I see when I look at this is that they're using it as framing. So you can clearly tell that there's an indent into the coffins, and that this is like a line. Actually, wait, hold on a second. I have Clip open. I remembered to open it today. Like, check out how this splits... how this splits the midground to the background. Like, that's very clear to me, right? And that's from these coffins. If this wasn't here, this could have been like a more open space. And probably you still would have seen this, like in the background. But I think that this frames it really well, like doing that. The last thing that I noticed, which I wanted to point out, was that you can see that the water... I'm gonna move the character side a little bit so that you can see it better. Okay, so there's water. The water ends approximately here, and then you can see there's a texture change. There's a texture change to the body, so it's storytelling, but also, like, it lets you see that this is its own area, and that, like, that's kind of its own area because the water stops here. So, really cool room, actually. It was very decorated, so I was drawn into it, but, like, yeah, I think a lot of that is very, very cool. The ants hang around a bunch of carrion, so carrion ants. Oh, yeah, and that's a 4-mana 0 whatever. That's pretty funny. Okay. So, this room is very cool. Very, very cool room. Actually, the water doesn't end. That's interesting. But it does pool. It pools here and then it keeps going. So this is like actually genuinely this is an incredible room. I think it is very cool. We're gonna continue. We're back in a tunnel. I'm still concerned about getting ambushed. We hear ants. And then it opens up into this reveal. Okay, we have a reveal. And look at that. Our sight line, as soon as we get out of this tunnel, our sight line's immediately on that gate. That's really cool. We can look at the side here and then, like, observe what this is. Ooh, oh, look at that. That's so awesome. Check that out. This pillar isn't illuminated. So there's, like, a saturation difference or, like, a brightness difference between that and the background. So there is an object in the midground. Things like this, I do wonder about, like, I actually wonder, it's not like it needs it, right? It doesn't necessarily need it. Like, we can clearly see that our goal is in the background. But whenever there's, like, a prop like this, I kind of wonder if, like, upon review, because these are usually playtested, like, they didn't just shit this out, you know what I mean? Like, it was clearly, playtested. So, I wonder if this pillar wasn't here initially, and they were like, maybe it needs like a little bit of something in the midground, right? And they're like, okay, we want an object in the midground, so let's put this here. What that also interestingly does is I think there's something over there. I can see the water going into that hole. So what that also does is it splits this pillar, splits that side of the room and this side of the room. And there's like that little hole there that I think that's pretty cool. Right? So let's just take a look at this. The first thing I saw was the glyphs. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And they're illuminated. So the reason you can see the glyphs so easily is that they're like silver, that blue silver, which like stands out against the background. They're more saturated. Yeah, it's currently yapping time. So we're doing our job. We came here to run a show, and that's what we're doing. So importantly, I just wanted to say that like this splits the room. And now it could be a stretch, but what frequently happens is that when we split information, we assume that there's something here, and then we assume there's something here, which is why I looked at this again, or I'm going to say why I looked at this again to say, oh, this is probably, there might be something there. Now, I could be wrong, because, again, I don't know. But I like the idea of using this pillar to separate the two spaces. I don't know, it just seems really cool to me. I also really like how it is lit. Like, it's so clearly different, right? I was gonna color swatch it and then I couldn't. Also, there is this. That's kind of how we've been getting lit. Like, that's the torch of this area, if that makes sense. Like, we've seen this a couple of times. So, like, this is probably main path. We get drawn this way. And the other thing, too, is, like, if this wasn't here, like, if this pillar wasn't here, the other value of sorting the space is that I'm going to scan starting here, moving that way. Because I'm like, this is a divide, I'm going to scan this way. That means I don't need to scan here. Which is valuable because it, like, there's less for me to have to think about. Alternatively, for the people who actually care, they'll scan both individually. Probably notice this. I also like this grave wart. Great way to show the bottom of the pillar. So this dungeon has been great. This dungeon's been awesome. I wasn't expecting much. This dungeon's really cool. Yeah, so we're gonna grab this. I'm gonna see if I'm right about anything being over here. Okay, so actually it does run off. All of it runs off, and there's actually nothing over here. So a bit of a false flag on this pillar specifically pointing to that door. There is this thing. And then I guess there's this thing over here. So, not the signal that I was expecting it to be, but there was still some stuff. You could just say that it was maybe a little bit of a nothing burger. This definitely for sure. Like, this I'm 100% confident was like leading that way. Single torch, leading light, single torch, leading light, single torch, leading light, single torch, leading light. This is 2 torches, I guess. Yeah, and then what's over here? Okay, that's a very cool reveal. Ooh, look at how illuminated the statue is. That's awesome. So we have our goal. This is a vista. Vista that reveals what we're going to be doing, and then there's a cool set piece there. I don't think if there's anything else. Is there anything about reading the floor? Like, you can see the enemies moving, obviously. I don't think there's anything else to comment on for that. It's kind of cool that... Oh! You can see... Oh, look at the head. The head's pointing at us. And that's presumably from the other statue. Because think about it this way, right? How is someone going to enter this room? Theoretically, that head could have fallen in any way. It could have been turned away. It could have been turned towards that door. It could have been turned against the wall or something. That shit is looking right at us. So I want to believe that the LD knew that when they looked over, you're like looking, you're scanning. How many people are going to see that head and be like, oh, what the? Why is that looking at me? And then it like kind of spooks you a little bit. It's kind of cool. I'm assuming the elevator takes us down. There's a grace here, thank God. Also mostly in the, mostly illuminated. Let me take a look at this again. I'm just wondering how many people would have missed this. It's like pretty obvious, right? I really like that the graces have the yellow to them because it means that contrasting with the ambient light is like really easy. Either yellow or orange. So let's go down. And we're gonna... I don't know why I put my lantern away. I guess if you had your lantern away and then the platform illuminated, that would have been kind of cool. Would have been a cool effect. So here... Oh, that's interesting. So that pillar at the top indicates the space in the room. So, like, I haven't even entered the room yet, and we saw it. Like, we already saw it from the vista. But, like, consider for a second that, like, if that pillar is on a diagonal, like, if you can read that, like, intuitively, then you know, well, also because there's a wall, I guess, but you know that the room leads in that direction. Because how would the pillar fit into the rest of the room if there was nothing there? So... that's a bit of a signal for us to be like, okay, the action is over here. This is also a really cool shot. Ooh, look at the torch in the distance. It's right in the sight line. The door is a little hard to read, I think. They do have the blue light. Maybe if I get closer, it'll be easier to read. But I like that at this camera angle, you can only see one of the torches, which is kind of funny. Would we be able to see more than one torch? Yeah, it pretty quickly reveals itself. But if you see how that, like, one... it's not a torch. Brazier? Or brazier? Brazier? Brazzers? What is it? That thing is, lit. Like, it is illuminated by the ceiling light. Which is kind of cool. Also immediately in view. I'm gonna not fight these guys. There are way too many of them, and there's only one of me. As much as I would love to get... I was gonna get, say what, like quadruple Exud, 7 billion% penetrated. I'm good. I'm good, thank you. This is a cool reveal. Ooh. Okay, well, I don't like... Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is that thing? Brother? Whoa, fucking... Omniplat. That is a really good way of putting it. Okay, so, Dark Souls is pretty consistent with this. Or Souls-likes, I should say. Okay, this is kind of annoying. Whenever there are dead bodies that they want you to... Like, there's like 4 of them, right? I sensed danger. I did not sense this danger, though. The fuck is that thing? Okay. What are those? The slowest moving projectiles. Man, this sucks. Dude, this sucks, man. I mean, they give us the little alcove. And I'm assuming that this is like a good way to go because I think the guy over there is not our friend. I guess something that you could say is like, okay, well, way forward block. So we're gonna assume left or right. Another thing is interesting, like this is, the water here kind of defines the space. There's like the obvious step up here into the next space, and then you're like, okay, well, that's kind of cucking me, so I'm gonna go this way. This is all grouped as like the lower floor. You know you're on the lower floor because of this. And you know you're not going to be on the lower floor because this is going up. It's going past the water line. Whereas, I guess the way that you could interpret it is that if you didn't interpret the water line, or like if this was just cave floor and then you went up a cave level, like, I don't really know how to explain this, but it's like, you might get lost. Like, if everything's too samey, you might get lost. So I think defining the bottom floor as like, here's water is good for that. More ants? God, this sucks. Take my back shots. Wow, there's so many of them. Why are there so many of them? So what is this fog? Okay. Well, we got our sneak attack. Oh, are these eggs? Oh, God. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it here. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Okay, but where's the mommy ant, though? Where's the queen ant? Can I backshot the queen? Immunizing horn charm. What is that? Ah, hello. Backshots. I'm gonna regret doing this so bad. Ooh, there's dead bodies. Ooh, dead bodies. What? Basilisks? Why are there basilisks? Ooh. These things are in this game too. It appears to be the case. Welcome, Sable. Frickin' basilisks. Why are there basilisks here? Well, that is interesting. Why basilisks? Ooh, that's kind of cool. There's like a red... Once again, we have a color difference here leading up to whatever this is. Cool. Cool reveal. Cool reveal. Don't like you. Get out of my face. This is a really awesome reveal. So there's something over there, and whatever the fuck this is. Holy shit. That is cool. Yeah, I love these, like... Here's the thing, by the way. It just exists. Welcome. Also, worth noting. So this is, again, them playing with, like, fog and stuff. Oh, there's another one. Like, they're playing around with fog and, like, the lighting and stuff, but you can see the illumination of the red, like, from the floor, presumably, right? Once you actually get up here, the red that is, like, defining the back wall isn't as visible because there's, like, so much red. I was gonna say that it went away, but now that I look at it, it's actually still there. I guess I felt like seeing it here, it was very red. And then when it comes here, you kind of adjust and go like, oh, there's red down here. And now it doesn't, it like all blends in together. So I don't know. I probably said something to this effect when you were here last playthrough, but I like that the ants have congregated and eaten enough to form formic rocks. What are formic rocks? What is that? Do I want to know what that is? Okay, we've got leading lights. Still on the lookout for more ants. Got another light showing us the back wall. The thing over there. This is just a fork. This is probably an ambush. Thing? Really? Goodness. It's stressing me out. It's stressing me out. Ant acid, ant venom is largely formic acid, and formic rocks in this game is a solidified piece of ant acid, so a formic rock. Oh, in this case means that they were like shooting acid at people, or... Yeah. Just want to appreciate the color difference here. The entrance is well lit. The back wall is not well lit. They're really good at doing that. And this looks like a boss arena, if I had to take a guess. Hello? Anyone here? Yo, they got the grippers out! I'm just gonna... Yep. Okay, there's the summoning sign. Okay, fuck this. Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. Oh! I guess I could have buffed the Lyria as well. Whoops. Holy damage. Nope. Nope. No. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? Nope. 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 No, 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 no. Brother. Brother Bear. Holy. Ice lightning? Frozen lightning spear. Yo, can I use that? I guess I can't check from this menu. I'm assuming it's going to require some, like, magic stat or something. So the obvious thing is available for us. What is this? Great Ghost Glovewort. Well, don't know if I need that for anything yet. That looks like death. Ooh, but there's a light down there. How do I go down there? Too bad we don't have Featherfall. It is the plus 10 upgrade material for Spirit Ashes. I guess I'll use it on anything, right? Kind of want to, like, upgrade Aurelia. That's the one we keep summoning. So now what do I do? Do I level up? What am I leveling up? I suppose I can check if I can use this thing first. Memorize spells. I need 34 faith. Alright. Heard. We need 5 levels in faith. Unless, can I get more faith from, like... How much is my load? 40 out of 64. And go to heavy load if we change it. Raises faith. This would let me cast it, but I would need to take something off. Do I finally get the grippers out again? Do I remove the shield because I don't need it? Alright. Who even needed a shield? Monster Hunter Stories Tree? Sweet. I didn't play the first two. But I don't know, we've been kind of on like an RPG kick or like longer games kick. So maybe maybe we play it. Welcome, by the way. Thank you for commenting on the Spire videos, by the way. I appreciate it. As I'm assuming you're actually consuming or watching the runs to some degree. Because I put them up, and then I'm like... My plea for help in, like, the first video being like, please, I don't know what I'm doing. Help me. I don't understand. Like... I'm watching the runs. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I keep playing Ascension 20 runs to try and figure things out, and then I just, like, don't figure anything out. And that's really awkward. We're gonna upgrade our faith with the intention that we are going to eventually get 34 faith naturally and not need to deal with anything. Oh, I didn't change the... What? Hold on a second. Been harder to catch the streams lately, so the Spire videos are actually massively appreciated. Sweet! Sweet. Yeah. It's funny because I think similarly, like, I don't watch things live a lot because either I am live or editing a video or Ed Magic. So I'm very much a VOD watcher. I'm either a lurker or a VOD watcher. And, I don't know. I don't know if the inspiration is too obvious, but I found Northern Lion's recent Slay the Spire playlist, not by him. Some other person assembled a playlist, and I'm like, this is really interesting. What if I just did this? It's like just here's an hour-long run of just playing the video game. So, I want to get another spell. Do this. The point of multicast is to get massive Dark Orbs and cast it a billion times for Omega Stonks damage to one-shot everything. That makes sense. That makes sense. Is it worth doing it for anything else, though, is kind of my question. Because I can't imagine it's worth it for a Lightning Orb. I guess it's possible for a Frost Orb, but, like, surely you would never need that much, right? Like, is there any other thing it synergizes with, or is it literally just Dark Orbs? I think I saw some people that, like, valued Dark Orbs very highly. And for me, it's more like, well, Dark Orbs are nice for the start. Net energy profit with plasma. Oh, true. True. Yeah, I noticed that in a similar way for, like, Recycle and Reinforced Body. Where you're like, I have X amount of mana. I can, like, double my mana by using... Oh, these respawn. I, like, can basically mana flare or double my mana by using an X spell in some way, shape, or form. Wow, that's so cool. Can I quick cast it? No, it's always like this. Wow. What a cool spell. I'm gonna ignore these guys. I'm just gonna run this way and not deal with this. So we got a cool AoE spell. That's awesome. Dark Orbs are very strong single target damage. Yeah, I like them in Act 1 for, Frozen Lightning Speed used to be terrible, then they changed it. Oh, really? What did it used to be? Out of curiosity. Yeah, I like getting the Symbiote Relic to help just, like, destroy Act 1 elites. But, I don't know, I feel like... When should... Like, is one upgraded darkness enough to commit to, like, using Dark Orbs? Like, I don't really know what the rate is. Like, what is a good threshold for, like, I know I can comfortably be using Dark Orbs? You know what I mean? Dark Orbs grow by 6 each turn is kind of like dealing 6 damage each turn, which is twice as much as Lightning Orb. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Which I guess the idea is that you'll eventually evoke a Lightning Orb and it deals 8. Right? It deals 8 or does it deal 6? I don't know. So if you're not cycling through orbs very fast and you just have, like, block cards, I guess. Yeah, like, good block cards and then Dark Orbs is, like, good. Don't remember. I think the hitboxes were just terrible and it only hit once. Ooh. It is 8? Yeah, so if it was 3 plus 8, that's 11. If you're planning on popping it right away. Whereas, if you wait any longer than that, then it would be, like, 11 versus 12. So even already after one turn cycle, it's kind of outscaling Dark Orbs. Or Dark Orbs are already outscaling Lightning after you do one turn. Ooh. Ooh. Double up on Dark Orb value with dual cast. Yeah, then you're 2 times the scaling there as well. It's probably why Dark Orbs are so good, right? Yeah, basically I was like, how do I win the game without Echo Form? I don't understand. It's just so broken. Echo Form's just so broken. I don't know how you'd ever win without it. Surely there must be some way to win without it. Dark Orbs are indeed generally better with slower orb cycling. So how do you end up with that though, right? Because if you... Like, do you just, like, install a Glacier and then... Like, if you install a Glacier and then a Dark Orb, is that, like, the game plan? Like, just one Dark Orb, 2 Frost, wait on dual cast? Then you can, like, pop 2 Frost Orbs, cycle the Dark Orb to the front before you need to dual cast. Like, that seems good in theory. I'm just trying to think of, like... Because I like taking Cold Snap and Glacier. And having a lot of stuff. Or even if I'm forced to take a Lightning Orb early and, like, Ball Lightning. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna log back in for a second here. So, this ends here. And that is strange to me. And it is a little confusing because I would have assumed this was supposed to allow me to get up without getting shot at by the guy. So can I go up here somehow? Does this, like, go anywhere? This doesn't go anywhere. So they do just expect you to make your way there somehow? Can you jump on this? Maybe this goes up? Nope. Can you get up here? That's interesting. They actually force you to go through the middle. These are just optional paths. They, like, really don't give you anything. Okay. Alright. I haven't played Defect in a while, so I'm not quite as versed as I could be, but yeah, basically. Okay. I appreciate it. I am trying to learn. So... Yeah, because, like, I know that upgraded darkness is, like real, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is within range to dodge. Okay. Maybe this spell isn't as cool as I thought it was. Like, it looks cool. The AoE is cool, but I feel like it's not doing super hot. Yeah, like, what is that? That just didn't hit this guy? Really? This is clearly a duck behind this wall for cover. And where's our next point? Perhaps over here? This is a good duck point. And we can run. Gonna run, we're gonna book it. Oh! Oh no! Okay, cool. Can I even kill that? Dude, why are you just chilling here? What the? How'd you get down here?
Is someone there? A
Yeah.
customer? Well, how long has it been?
It does also inflict frostbite, but it deals too much damage so regular enemies die before the frostbite can build up. Oh, okay, so like it could be decent against bosses if we can like hit twice, build the frostbite, and then like go from there. Gravity stone chunks. Oh, I don't have as many souls as I thought. I'm gonna assume that these aren't great. Should read that shirt's description.
Something else?
Tattered clothing, worn by a prisoner convicted of an appalling crime. Never once washed, every fiber is filthy. It probably smells, huh? My question is, how cute was the prisoner? Is it filthy with girl smell, or like what kind of filth are we talking here? Asking for a friend. A friend might be me. Okie dokie. So that was interesting. The loathsome dung eater. Oh, what the heck. You wouldn't know they had that mask on? So true. So, I'm guessing... Where the heck is... That's just floor 1, right? So how do I get up there? So I guess... Now's the question. Well, I see that over there. There's a sight line over there. And it looks like there's something over there. So I guess I need to somehow get to that side. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Okay, let's run. And I'm going to take a guess. So I might have to, like, jump here. It's like a platforming thing. Oh, okay. Or I'll just take a bunch of damage. Wow, really? Nothing? What is this? Golden centipede. How the heck do I get over there? Can't summon torrent. Oh, maybe... Wait, but how would I even... That all looks like it's platforming. But how do I even get up there? Can I... Is there something here? Just a bunch of gooners. Jump! Do not see anything. Oops. Where do I go? How do I do this? Oh! Maybe I can... See, maybe I can just jump, but I don't think so. Surely there's another way up there. Also, I'm here lurking. Welcome, Rue. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for announcing your presence. Oh! Hopefully the backshot commentary is entertaining for you. Is there like a side entrance? Another place we can go? Is there a thing over here? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Aha! My brain, it activated. In fact, it did its thing. Brain activated. And this should be here, right? We're cooking with gas. Need to lock the fuck in. I had a work offer into a new company, but it'll be kind of rough. I mean, you know, your choice, right? I would ask what would be rough about it, but I don't think I would understand, so... I'm just gonna take you at your word that it's gonna be rough. But is it, like, promising? The offer promising? Kind of my question. Does this go up to him? Kind of want the thing. Maybe the way to dodge this is to, like, go back down? Nice. Yeah, I imagine if you ran backwards, you'd probably just get, like, splatted there. I mean, congratulations if it's something you've gone for, but... hopefully it's not... Niji Sanji. Rue, do I have an offer for you? We have this company called... Niji Sanji. We think you'll be a great fit! Oh, fuck. Is this guy really just not... Am I safe here? Bonk. Bonk. That's not what I thought was shooting at you? Yeah, this thing is awful. For real. It is a local business that wants to get into this selling on the internet mojo. I see. Okay. I mean, you know, it's, you can always check it out, right? It depends how much you want to, let's say, waste your time, but... Best of luck, whatever you choose. Is there anything else up here, or is it just this guy? Moonlight Butterfly's cuter cousin. Cuter cousin? Wait, Moonlight Butterfly's so cute, though. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Is there anything else? Is there supposed to be anything else in here? Surely there's something else. Not just this fucking guy. Is that it? Is that everything? I'm not getting quadruple backshot anymore every 2 seconds. Being in walking distance is good. That's good. I've heard that it is... Oh, maybe I should have... There was like a platform there. Could have like not taken fall damage. Something that I feel like I should be doing more is like... walking outside before doing anything stream related. I've heard that it is good for your mental to like pretend like you went somewhere and then come back before sitting down. And it's what I tell myself every time. I'm like, okay, I should like do my morning stretches so that I don't have like a tight shoulder / back problems. I should like, you know, get up out of my chair, And then it's like, okay, but what about the video is not going to edit itself, and you have only so much time before stream starts, and, you know, are you going to have time to do it afterwards? And it's like, okay, gotta do something. And it's like, oh, well, you should probably walk and, like, get up after you are on stream, because then, like, you stretch your legs, it's probably good for your mental. It does that loop thing where you feel like you went somewhere and came back, and then it's like, oh, but the video's not going to edit itself. You need to clip it by tomorrow. Oh, those projects aren't going to finish themselves. And you're already, you know, doing not great. You already kind of, like, could use any bones, so, like, you should probably be doing more work. And the workaholic is born. So I don't know. So having a forced walking routine of 15 minutes is nice. What am I doing now? I think we explored this entire place, so I'm gonna get the hell out of here. So I'm gonna assume there wasn't anything else. What is this? Hermit Merchant. We already went down here. And there was a fall there. Can we go down there? It looks like it connects from somewhere else. So maybe there's an elevator over here. Speaking of standing, you gonna hit the stand? Sit standing desk. Yeah, I also have a desk that can technically switch to standing. I haven't used it, and the reason for that is I have a lot of wires that I don't know if they're caught on anything. I'm gonna be honest with you, my cable management is not great. Then I kind of wonder if I should... Is there an elevator? This looks like an elevator. So just making sure it doesn't get caught on anything when I try to, like, put it to standing is, like, the main thing I'm concerned about. But yeah. I don't know. I guess my problem with doing something in the morning is that, like, okay, so there's all the people who are like, okay, well, if you do something in the morning, if you walk around, if you, like... Someone's singing. Ah, it is you. Okay, what was I saying? So it's like, oh yeah, you should do, like, walking, it's good for your health, etc., whatever. And then it's like, yeah, that makes sense, and then you do it, and then it's like, it feels fine, right? I'm like, yeah, I think walking outside does raise my mood a little bit. You know? Like, I think being outside does raise my mood. I think doing these exercises does raise my mood. And then it's like, okay, but do we really have time for that? Do we? The last area has very little use to most builds, but it's cool. Ooh. I thought this guy's name was Bob, because that would have been hilarious. My point is I should take better care of myself, and I don't. And I can tell that it is deteriorating my mental. And here I am still not doing anything about it. Speaking of which, I should not go over 2 hours today. Because I have other things I need to do. Oh god, I died. You keep asking those questions, just say yes, and you'll probably believe it eventually. Like what? Sorry, what questions? Like, should I be doing this? Like, should I be taking better care of myself? I don't know which questions I actually asked. Yes. Understandable. Okay. I'm going to take your advice. I appreciate it. And the answer to should I be taking better care of myself is always yes. That's true. Oh! It's a good heuristic, but I don't fully agree. Yeah, I think it depends on the meaning, right? So, like, Unicorn is presenting, like, okay, well, if you're being indulgent about the care, then it's not helpful, right? But I think if the framing is like, you know, should I have walked outside today before sitting down at my computer to play Elden Ring? Probably. Could I have? Probably. Well, that's not necessarily true. I had an appointment, so... I technically went outside for the appointment, but I didn't, like, walk around for 10 minutes or something. I didn't do any stretches. Luckily, my shoulder hasn't really been bothering me the last, like, couple weeks, which is good. Because it was really bothering me, actually, like a while ago. And notably, my shoulder pain. I don't know if people care about this at all. My shoulder pain doesn't necessarily manifest in my shoulders. It's, like, kind of second order goes down to, like, my hands. So playing, like, controller games when my shoulder is acting up is actually, like, super ass. Because I'm like, wow, my hand just hurts. Better dodge these boss mechanics. Can I get a cognizant thought out while my hand is in pain? Oh, don't know. Yeah, and I think the thing that's a little frustrating about it is it's like, isn't that just carpal tunnel? It's like, no, it actually isn't. Physio would suggest that it is not carpal tunnel. It is actually my shoulders, and I need to make sure to move my neck and shoulders every once in a while so I don't stiff up. So anyways, no one cared about that. Why did I turn on my lantern? I was looking for an elevator, and I don't think I found one. So what can we do in the next, like... What's a little short in-and-out adventure we can do in the next 20 minutes? It's a funny little thing we can do. Funny little funny. Go to that... What if we just went to the Erd Tree? What if we went there, like, right now? Like, immediately. Have you done the Bat House in Caelid? I have not. I don't think so. This is the Bat House. Maybe I have? I'm gonna go open the map when I get the opportunity to. I could go to the tower east of Lyria. Like here, right? This tower? It goes over there. What is the Bat House? What's this thing? We haven't been here. It's near Grail towards the right of Caelid. Where's Grail? Grail was... Was that the person here? Oh, this is Gowry. Was Grail the... This guy? The big slumbering dragon. Oh, it was here? It's the Beast Sanctum. Well, we haven't done whatever this is, so... Is this the place? Yeah, Grail's Dragon Barrow. Wait, why does it say Dragon Barrow West? So there's something this way? So maybe that? Go down the road? This is the wrong way. That is also the wrong way. I suppose if that's the tower, then we want to go this way, right? Right, there's just like dragons. Do you think the lightning would kill this dragon very easily? We'll just proceed and hope we don't get spanked by these dragons. Or do. I don't know. What are you? Is this a real dragon? Is this thing alive? Did this thing attack me? Can I kill this thing? Should I hit it from the back? Is this like a hit it from the back situation? The other side, you'll find the bat house. Guessing it's this. Is this where I ask why it's called the bat house? And then there's just like 70 bats in it? I don't like that lag. Hit that ancient dragon from the back? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to hit it from the back or not. Do you know what time it is? Guess what time it is? Single torch leading line! Woo! Yippee! There's one torch here! Look at that one torch, indicating that there is an entrance here. Entrance, entrance, entrance. Did you know that this fort had an entrance? Well, guess what? Here's a motherfucking torch, just so you can see the entrance. What the? Oh! Wow, that did like 400 damage, did not give a shit. This gonna have 800 HP? Oh, that's cute. Okay, I know we were roasting this torch. I know we were roasting this one, but like that torch is cute. Look how cute that torch is. You can see through the wall. What a cute torch. It's also a single torch, though. It is a single torch. But we could see through the cracks, which made it, like, slightly more interesting. Why are these guys so thick? Oh, what the f... Now I'm poisoned? Flame! Cleanse me! Oh, this place is scaled the same as that tower with the Godskin fellow. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, there's a summoning sign. Maybe we, like, summon something instead of getting surrounded by bats! The bats! The only reason I remember this area is because I absolutely hated going through it, doing it very early on. Yeah, I mean, these guys are thick as fuck. They're so thick. Right. Summon the jellyfish. Jellyfish, aid me. I'm glad Claris is not a Brit for his mental health. They call every light a torch. They'll be mad for how many rooms are lit with a single torch. Well, I mean, you know, There are several places. Were they trying to, like, grab my throat with their feet? Can I, like, lose on purpose? Asking for a friend. Not the worst way to die. So I think my Aurelia is not the most effective in this place. Perhaps we will summon someone else. A, they shoot me with range attacks while climbing the ladder. B, I hate running past enemies the first time through an area more than I hate dying to them repeatedly. Yeah, that makes sense. I would say that tracks, that scans. Okay. Oop. I didn't mean to do that twice. We'll use our fancy new spell. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, shit. 2. 1, 2. The end lag on it is weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, come on. Man, this place sucks. I don't think I do enough damage for these guys. Oh, wow, that killed me immediately. Because I just casted a spell while it was going. I guess if I flask and I buff both myself and the spirit, maybe that'll be, like, kind of good. Be a lot better. Oh, sorry, I missed the context that you were replying to Unicorn. I see. The statement kind of made sense out of context, so... didn't think much of it. Okay, let's buff. You proclaim yourself an expert on Scooby-Doo, ask me anything you want. Well, see, this is the thing, is that, like, my friend is actually, like, a big fan of Scooby-Doo. So, like, I don't think I would ask you anything, actually. I think I would just go to my friend, because they really, really like Scooby-Doo. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, get him! Get him, Engvall! Get him! Beat him up! Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up! In comes Flares with the back shot! Okay, can, like, any of these hit, please? Okay. Now our friend is dead. And we're poisoned. And this is terrible. And I hate it. Oh! Oh, oh. Okay. That was floor 1. Very cool. A lot of runes, though. I am poisoned. I have a poison ball. Sweet. I thought you were at an appropriate level for this area by this point. Guess I didn't quite have the best read on the damage numbers you'd need. I mean, I think we put a lot of levels into strength, so that might be kind of where our problem is, so... Oh, shit. See, now that we've dealt with these annoying-ass bats, did you know single torch combo into single lantern combo? Combo! Light combo! Given the materials and runes you can get here, it's tougher than Atlas. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, maybe we could have came here later. A little bit later. Okay, this is absolutely a bait, right? Who's gonna attack me? Who's attacking me? Nobody? Really? Huh. Protect this medallion right. Don't you need... Wait, hold on a second. Don't you need the medallion to get to Atlas? Isn't that what that's for? So wouldn't it, like... Right? Am I crazy? You don't need it, but it's one of the ways to get there. Well, yeah, then... Isn't it strange, then, that Atlas is... easier than this place? Wouldn't that be weird? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Any more people feel like ambushing me? Anyone else feel like... Okay. I was kind of joking, honestly. I didn't actually want the back shots, I'm gonna be honest with you. Huh. Okay, well... Huh. Do we try it again? I suppose so. We can also try running. And then, even though you're like, oh, you get hit off the ladder. I believe. We just see... We just have to go real fast. Real fast. Just had to be sonic speed. Can just run, but they can hit you. Yeah. Because we also have these invisible idiots to deal with. Engvall doing literally no damage is very funny to... What? Bro, that one-shot me. What the heck? Can I upgrade Engvall at the Spirit Tuner maybe, and that'll help? I don't know if I had the right material for this. Okay. Yo, homie. Can you upgrade my guy? I do have the right material. Let's use 2.
Greeting. Are you here for...
Upgrade my guy. More.
Greetings. Are you here
Upgraded more. Probably should have looked at how much it was before, you know. More.
Greet, are you here for spirit?
Upgraded more. More. Don't have a sex. Okay. Well, hopefully that helps us out a little bit. Back into the fray. Do we have any better AoEs for this aside from the spell we just got? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna run past them because I would like to get my runes back. Run! Run! Run very fast. Up, 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 up. Okay, now our boy isn't gonna die immediately, right? He's gonna be fine. I'm realizing I can just jump here. Oh, they had a platform too. Well, I'm just a goofy goober, aren't I? I was doing trick jumps for fun. Go, my gooner. Anyone feel like attacking little old me? Okay. Who else? Whomst else? Halberd buddies? Yeah, he also has a halberd. Oh, he's so thick, too. Can take a lot of damage. Oh, to be defended by a big, strong, silent knight. So true. So true, so based. Alright, well, what's the purpose of this? Good. Oh, Angval. Oh, well. Well, that wasn't according to the plan. That wasn't what we wanted to do. That wasn't why we were here. Oh, now I'm by myself. Oh, goodness. Okay. This is not the right flask. Well, this looks like down. Ingval died. Too bad. There's a fucking rat here? Bro! Bro, leave me alone! Why is there a rat? This is the thickest rat I've ever seen. That's actually not true. There's, the one rat from ZZZ. She's pretty thick. Is that a jump point? Platforming? What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, what is this level? What the heck is this? There are rats in the ceiling? Brother. Brother bear. Alright, well, I guess it's time to run to get all the loot. We're almost at the end. Oh man, frickin' rats. Oops. Alright. Time to run. Let's get back here. Alright, see ya. Goodbye. Oh, what the frick? The single rat guard. Man, this place sucks. I mean, it's awesome, but it sucks. What is this? Redagon's Source Heal. I'm so dead, aren't I? Oh, we're so dead. Okay, well. Getting double teamed by rats was not what I was expecting, but here we are. My buddy did the rats drive me crazy thing once, and it was funny. Then everybody kept repeating it for a week, and he frowned every time. The classic rat stun lock. Yep, that sure did happen. Alright, what is this? Is this better? This one? Raises attributes. Greatly raises attributes. We get 2 more dex, 2 more strength, 2 more vigor. I mean, I guess. We're already using it. Slightly more HP. Let's go. By 5, but you take 15% more damage. Oh, as opposed to 3. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. That's a good place to leave it off. Yeah, wow. I was actually really impressed by that one dungeon. I don't know. I feel like the little spaces are always, like, very well taken care of. Like, we looked at the town before. I was very impressed. And then I think all of the rooms in that dungeon were also, like, really well placed. There was really, like, key lighting. I really liked that outline by the coffins. That was super cool. The material changes and all that. So, yeah, what a great dungeon. The weaker one is +3 and 10% more damage. Yeah, I'm assuming it works out for how much HP you get and stuff like that. So, we already talked about that. I'm going to assume it's good. But, yeah, that's going to be it for today. So if you're still here, I'm going to say, hey, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support as always. And I will see you all next time. Bye. See you later. Oh, and reminder, no streams this weekend. Because I'll be out of town. I should be back for Tuesday. So, yeah. Tuesday, we're actually, I sort of have a plan for Tuesday. It's going to be Uma Musume, and we're going to see how it goes. I don't think it's going to go well. It's not bingo. It is something else. We'll see how it goes. All right. See y'all later. Bye.